Before I ask you my question, I haven't seen your KCSE certificate.
Oh.
Yes. Explain to us.
Okay, I believe maybe it was supposed to be part of the documents. Maybe I did include it.
But it's been confirmed it's not part of your documents. So you have it.
I'll get it.
But
I have it. I have it.
You have it.
Yes.
So I think you share with us.
Yes.
Okay. Now, my question is on independence and oversight. And IEBC should always be seen to be independent or must act independently, while at the same time being accountable to Parliament and the public. So as a commissioner, if considered for that position, how would you balance the two responsibilities of independence and oversight? Thank you.
Yeah, IBC, even the first word of IBC is independence. It is a constitutional body which should act independently, although it should be able to collaborate with other stakeholders. It needs to engage these stakeholders because the independence is on its decision-making, its operation. However, IBC will always need finances, budgetary approvals from Parliament. That's why they are interdependent with other agencies. They will need approval of their budget from the National Assembly. The oversight is on the National Assembly. We have also the executive and the judiciary. They need also to be collaborating with IBC in terms of stakeholder. However, it should be independent in its decision-making and it is mandate.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Back to you, Chair.
Thank you very much. I invite Evans Nisati to ask you some questions. Evans, please.
Thanks so much, Chair. Mutai,
Thank you.
you were made a commissioner of IEBC.
Yes.
You are saying you should do the test at the field to see whether the equipments are being affected by the rain, or you make provisions to look at the specs before you do the order of the equipments. Which is which? Are you saying you'll buy, and once you have them now, you test them in the field?
Oh, yes. First of all, we'll have to do the specs. The procurement process, we have to do the specs, and then the experts in matters ICT will have to ensure that the specs are there. It has to be procured. But now, when it gets to the commission, what needs to happen is test runs. You need to ensure that it is able to perform. You even need to time the time taken in relaying the data. Yeah, this needs to. You can even do it around the country, all over the country.
But I'm saying, you have already procured.
Yes.
You already have them here. Now, what is more important? Is it to check the specs before you procure? Or you procure, then you go to the field to test whether the rains can affect this equipment? That's the question I was asking you.
Yes, because
that already you have already done the procurement. If you do the test run in the field and you realize the rains are affecting this equipment, you want to say now that's the time you will take them back, or you take precaution and ensure that the specifications are done before you do the actual procurement?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Yeah, it is true that specs needs to be done before the procurement, and even the test runs. The test run is also done before it is really procured. But now I'm talking about the test runs now from every tallying center in the county. And also that is why you will be also having your officers really use the equipment. So I believe we need to also do the test runs, because the test runs must have been done before the person who was selling out that machine gave it to the IBC. But now the commission needs to do its own independent test runs. so that while you are doing the real election, there should not be any excuses.
From where you sit, could you please mention one of the recommendations from the Judge John Krieger Commission, particularly related to the way the election management body should relate with the political parties?
Yeah, one of the Krieger recommendation was the issue of having a political liaison committee. This is a committee that will be able to relate with the electoral body, political parties, and the voter, or even the legislature, the oversight authority. So this was a liaison committee. This was one of the important recommendations from the Krieger Commission.
Thanks so much. I wish you well.